Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Moto E7 Plus, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. So we're going to start off with a fairly simple one, and it's the dark mode, which you can access either through the settings under the display or through the notification panel. Okay, maybe not through notification panel. So let's go to the settings then. And display, like I said, and dark theme. And as you can see, it turns things like your settings page, basically dark mode, inverts colors almost. That also extends to default apps like messages, dialer, well, settings as you obviously seen, Chrome. Now Chrome will be a little bit wonky in terms because pages that have white background, for instance, like right over here, it's not going to be changed into dark. But as you can see, that the top and the bottom, it is changed to dark. And also majority of the other apps that you can see will be in dark mode. So moving on to the next one, it's going to be a simple color mode. So by default it's probably going to be set to something like vibrant. Again, it can be found under the display. And let's look for colors. There we go. So it actually looks like it's set to standard. So that's actually nice. Now you have an option to have also boosted, which for some reason, oh wait, not standard, Jesus, it's saturated. I can't read, apparently. So you have also boosted, which is a little bit less obnoxious than the saturated, and then you have the natural, which is the most kind of lackluster of them all in terms of colors, but personally it is my favorite. There's barely any difference between those, as you can see. You can basically see like right over here in the shadows there's some minuscule difference. Hopefully it is being picked up on the camera. There is no other photos to show you, but yeah, so there's this only one. But you can see a clear difference between the saturated and the natural. Now whichever one you like, it's completely up to you. There is no right or wrong option right here. So choose the one that suits you and you like the most. That's about it. So let's move on to the next option, which is going to be the split screen, and you access it by going into the recent, tapping on the circle right on the top for the app that it is in the background or in the recent apps. And from here you will have the split screen option. Tap on it and it will open up the app into split screen. Now the app that you open up as a first one, it will always go to the top, and from there you'll have rest of the recent apps visible right here, and you can tap on additional one to open it on the bottom section. Or if your app isn't visible right here, you can tap on home button and simply find it right over here. So you select it from the home screen and you can see that it loads it up. And I do open up YouTube because it is one of the probably best ways to show off split screen and its benefit. So as you can see there, we have some of our videos. Let me just quickly mute it so we don't have to listen to it. So you can see that it is right now running. You can also shrink it, and this will be playing. Actually move it forward so we can actually see something happening, and I can continue to do other stuff right over here. So I can basically move around. Now in normal circumstances I will tell you to open up YouTube first. This will put it on top, and that is so when you press home button it will continue to be open and keep on playing, because when it's on the bottom and you press on home bar or home button, it will close the bottom up while keeping the top one open, as you will see right now. So if you open up YouTube first, it will still be open and still playing, and you can then choose other app to open up and go back to split screen if you want to. So that's kind of why I advise you to open up as the first app on top. So moving on, we're gonna go into the animation speeds. So there's a couple of ways you can go about it. The one that we can find quickly, it's going to be in the settings under accessibility, and this will allow us to completely remove animations. So anything like closing, going to recent, as you can see there's the zooming, sliding down and stuff like that. We can completely remove it and make it basically instant. So let's go to accessibility, scroll down and remove animation, check that on, and bam, now we have no animation whatsoever. Now if this is a little bit too drastic for you, which is understandable, you can actually go into, let me actually disable this for now in this case, make it be normal. So we can go into the just about phone right there and find build number. There we go at the bottom, tap on that 7 times. It will pop you up with the message that you are now a developer. Let's go back, and I assume it's gonna be in the system. Yep, there we go, developer options. So from here, scroll a little bit past halfway, and you'll have the window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animation duration scale. And those are basically the same thing as we had in a single toggle to turn the animations off. Here we have a couple different intervals, so we can make them longer, anything basically downwards, so 1.5, 2, 5, 10. Those will be longer animations, but anything above, like the 0.5, will be faster. So this will double the speed of animations. And as well as you've seen, you have the off animations option right here if you want that anyway. But the half speed is already good enough. It will basically double the speed of the animations, making them significantly faster than they were previously. And this is kind of like the middle ground for the off and the standard ones. So you get basically best of both worlds, retaining animations but making them fast. And then the last thing that I'm gonna go into is the attentive display. So this is for people that, for instance, sometimes, as an example, will open up some kind of web page and start reading it, and the phone basically goes like, "You're not using me, so I'm just gonna lock up." And this will allow you to basically prevent that from happening. It will use the front-facing camera to check if you're actually looking at the device, and if you are, it will keep the screen on as long as you're looking at it. Now you can access this quickly by going into the Moto app, and from here tap on the 3 bars, and we're gonna go into the display where you should see attentive display. So keep the screen on while you're looking at it. You can see fairly simple premise right here. Enable it, let's allow how it works. An image will appear, circle below, cool. I just kind of moved it so it sees my face, and then there we go. So that's about it. What else is here? Excellent. Now the screen won't dim or sleep as long as you're looking at it. Note it may be hard to see you in a circle later. Okay, turn on, and there we go, it's on. And now if you're at home screen or wherever and you're looking at the display, it will not go to sleep. So this is just a kind of easy and neat tweak that you can do to your device. But this will conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I wanted to show you, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.